DigiByte. So, DigiByte is actually in a long-term uptrend. And this is a proof of work crypto, so people mine it. Their mining statistics are kind of interesting. They're technically up. Bastard, just burnt my hand. They're technically up on in terms of miners over the past couple of years, but it's kind of small amounts. But miners are still there, and that's because they believe it's going to be profitable for them. So it's worth checking out what this can do in the next bull cycle. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what this spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up these coins because I expected them to do very well in the following bull cycle, which they did. And as you can see, what the prices of these coins were when I recorded my videos, as well as the highs that these coins hit about a year and a half on. It was a little less, and what the profit would have been from 100 into each. If you had just thrown 100 into every single one, ignored them for 16, 17 months and then sold them, your profit would have been over 123 grand, which is not too bad. Now, I sold all of these. We had the market crash, and since the market crash, I've been buying up new coins that I think can do these kinds of gains, and I share them on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that I think can do a 40 or a 50 or 100x gains, I jump onto my site, I tell my members what the coin is that I'm looking at buying, what kinds of profits I think it can have, as well as what percentage of my money I'm putting in. So it means that the members get to see my entire portfolio, and from that they can copy along. It means they'll make the exact same profits as me, and the added bonus as well as they don't have to do any work. And if that sounds good to you, just go over to the site now and check everything out that's on there. If you want to see what I said about Phantom in 2020 when there wasn't a YouTuber on the planet talking about Phantom, you can. If you want to see what the members have earned, you can. All of it's public record, and you can verify it on this channel's history. And if you like what you see, give the service a go, guys. So DigiByte. Right, DigiByte has, like I said, long-term uptrend, man. It's one of the oldest cryptos in the space. Did very well in the first bull cycle. It hit heights of about 13 cents. And you got to bear in mind, there were points when it was less than 1,000th of a cent or whatever it is. Like it was, very, very profitable. Very, very profitable. And in the last bull cycle, it hit new highs. It hit new highs. So it's gone through two bull cycles. It's in a long-term uptrend, which is very promising for anyone that's a DigiByte holder. Now, the mining stats, this is a proof of work crypto. So this is the difficulty. So the difficulty is algorithmically adjusted, right? But the difficulty, so it increases depending on if you've got a surge in new miners, they have to increase the difficulty is adjusted so that the production of the DigiByte tokens doesn't go crazy. That's how these algorithms work. So you can see obviously around 2022 it had a huge spike. That's probably off the back of the Ethereum merge. However, recently we've seen a bit of a spike, hit real highs in July of this past year, and it's been pretty consistent in terms of difficulty. It's, much higher than it was back in, even 2020, the base of 2022. So the difficulty has increased, the hash rate has increased. I mean, this is a terrible chart, but so it was at 5.5 terahash in December of 2021. We're at, technically as of today, only 3.75, but that would obviously, most of the day is still left. So, 10th, 12th December, not quite double. It's about 1.5 times. We had a stupid surge in July. Like I said, it hit it hit about 1,000. So, yeah, miners aren't necessarily flocking there, but miners are there, and they haven't left. And we have, they've had some growth in terms of miners overall. Now, DigiByte actually has 5 different proof of work algorithms. So the reason for that is so that they don't risk getting attacked, because to do the 5 proof of work, miners would, someone that wanted to attack would have to spend insane amounts of money to actually try and attack DigiByte's network, which is why they don't get attacked. The DigiByte team is founded by Jared Tate. I don't think he's any relation to Andrew. Also known as DigiMan, who oversaw the metamorphosis from development to its current setup before resigning from his position temporarily. Now, Tate's biography states that he was involved in the Bitcoin creation from 2012 onwards. He also authored the first book written by a blockchain founder, which was Blockchain 2035, the digital DNA of Internet 3.0. They have built DigiByte with development in mind. You know, it has a smart contract app store, it has a public ledger, and the core protocol features nodes that communicate to relay transactions. The thing with DigiByte, fundamentally, I think they're pushing this as initially they were pushing this as a sort of digital currency, but they're pushing it as a blockchain that can develop, right? They have Digi Assets, which is the layer for tokens and everything else, decentralized issuance of digital assets. They have DigiID as well, which is their security protocol that basically allows people to sign into websites and applications and even Internet of Things devices without actually having to do anything or having to go through the many steps of creating an account and stuff. Overall, the ecosystem is weak. I'm not enamored with what we see for DigiByte. You can actually just earn it through the faucets. If you're unfamiliar with what faucets are, it's literally just a click and you earn. And you can do, some of them work like 1 every 5 minutes, some work 1 every hour, some work 1 every day, Back in the beginning of Bitcoin, you used to be able to get half a Bitcoin for clicking a faucet, but this was when Bitcoin was worth like $1, if that. So Digifor, you can use the faucets and you can earn. They've obviously got wallets. They're DeFi and centralized finance stuff. I mean, I don't even feel like centralized finance should be mentioned really. They've got Komodo wallet, which is DeFi. They've got DCR Dex, which is DeFi. CoinRabbit is the DigiByte crypto loans. But overall, the ecosystem's kind of weak. The question is how are they going to push forward with this? And I've not really seen too much evidence of it. When we actually check out their Twitter, if we just jump onto their Twitter, we can see if they've actually made any updates, but there's no breaking news or anything on DigiByte. So they've got the educational hour today in approximately 1 hour. That would have been yesterday. Breakdown of the last 3,000 DigiByte blockchain blocks. As you can see, each algorithm mines roughly 20% of all. Yeah, that's just showing that the algorithm's good. DigiByte fixed this a long time ago. DigiByte is the way. Secure 10-year UXTO, much faster than Bitcoin. No special wallet needed. Does not leak your IP. 5 algos preventing 51% attack. SEC says not an illegal security. That's a big plus, by the way. Can make music and video. Encourage those who create bounties to have roadmaps. So yeah, I mean, look, this DigiByte is not, I suppose, built in the same way that a lot of cryptos are, where we're going to see a huge surge in development for other crypto projects. We're not necessarily going to see a huge ecosystem boom in gaming, or certainly not gaming, but we're not going to see it in gaming. We're not going to see it in DeFi. We're clearly not. They've been up and running. They're one of the longest running cryptos of all time. And And there is a reason that their ecosystem is kind of small. That's not their focus. Their focus is on use cases for them themselves. Interesting one. Personally, look, DigiByte is not necessarily one that I would buy right now, but I do believe long-term uptrend is not going to change. I think they're probably going to run up to 20 cents or so. So because they've managed to successfully go new high in the last 2 bull cycles, I don't see why they wouldn't do it again. I do think capitalizing on digital ID is probably a good way to go. Fundamentally, that is an area that we're going to see a little bit of a surge in over the next few years. We've already seen it with like a number of different crypto projects shifting focus to like ID services. Ontology did it. So I think, it breaks its previous high. Its previous high was about 18 cents. I think we're probably looking at 20 cents. I don't think it's going to do huge things, but I think it probably can run up to 20 cents or so. I mean, the thing is, and I suppose what's interesting is if it does get to above 18 cents, price discovery mode is a very interesting thing within crypto, because you do see these coins that enter price discovery go absolutely wild and hit insane highs. So if it does break 18 cents, which I expect it will, then, maybe 20 cents is underestimating where it could go. But looking at the 2 peaks of its 2 bull cycles, the peaks are very, very close to one another. So I'm not convinced a new peak is going to be like staggering. And also we've not seen enough miners flocking there to make me think that it's going to be a coin that does, a 50x or 100x kind of thing. If there was a huge surge in miners, then that would be certainly be a consideration, because miners have to consider everything and pick right. If they pick wrong, they're going to lose money. So watching what miners do is always a very important thing in the crypto space. But yeah, maybe 20 cents is where I'm at with this. I can't see much more. Let me know what you guys think. If you're a miner and you're mining this, why are you mining it? Share that if you're a miner, because that's valuable information we could all use. And guys, if you just want to take the work out of your crypto investing, make the exact same profits I do, you can do. Just head over to copymycrypto.com and have a look at the site. Everything on the site is public record, so you can verify everything that you watch, everything that you read, everything that you see. Copymycrypto.com is where I dive into the markets every day, and when I find a coin that's a winner that I think can 40x, 50x or 100x, I buy it. And what that means is I will share with the members every time I get it. They always see my full portfolio, and as a result, it means they can copy along exactly, make the same profits as me, but never have to do any work. And if that sounds good to you, like I say, head to the site, see what it's all about, and see if it's a service you want to try. And that's it from me, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.